Hello everyone, this is Lucien for Out of This Binary, and this is the fluffy week, so I have decided to talk about binders and binding, and basically why do I bind and how do I feel when binding. Yay! But before that, I wanted to make an announcement. As in the past few weeks I have been a little inconstant in the day I am able to post my videos, I have decided to switch days because all my university appointments are concentrated in the end of the week, so it was really hard to keep my schedule tight of posting on Thursdays. So I have switched with Poe. Poe are going to be posting on Thursdays from now on, and I am going to be posting on Mondays from next week on. Yay? Good. So, about binding. Why do I bind? Why the hell do I put myself through all this compression and all this drama and all this tightness? Well, basically because I have boobs and I am not comfortable about them. Yeah, a person once asked me if I binded because of other people, because I didn't want other people to notice I have boobs. No, that's really not the case, even though it may be for some people and there's nothing wrong with that. For me, that's not the reason I bind. I bind for my own comfort. And I bind when I'm at home, alone with my dogs, when I'm not around other people. I bind because I'm not comfortable feeling my boobs moving around, and basically I'm not comfortable realizing they are there, like looking down and seeing this little balcony on my body. I'm really uncomfortable with that. It makes me really dysphoric. And this is the reason I bind. Even because I know binding doesn't really help me passing, because as I have fairly large boobs, even though I bind, I still have this little lump in my chest, and I also have this female and swishy and cutesy character, so it doesn't matter if I'm binding or not. People are not going to read me as anything other than female like 95% of the time. So it's really not about them, it's about myself, it's about my own comfort. I bind whenever I can, like basically all the time. The only times I'm not binding is, for example, when I get home after a long day, and when I take a shower and I put in my pajamas and go watch Netflix, and yeah, then I leave my boobs free and dancing, and yeah. But all the rest of the time I'm somehow binding. I have two binders. One of them is not really good, but it kind of does the job of not making my boobs move. And the other one used to be good until my dog ate it. But yeah, that's the price of having a dog. That's a price I'm willing to pay, happily. And whenever my binders are dirty or something, I layer two spot stops over each other. They compress things quite fine. It's like the not so good binder, so it's good enough. As long as my boobs don't move when I walk and when I run and when I move around, I'm okay. I feel comfortable whenever my boobs are tight against me. Even though sometimes, now I think about it, sometimes binding make me more dysphoric. It's rare, but it happens. Binding can make me more dysphoric because having them pressed against my body makes me realize they are there, and it makes me dysphoric. It easily happens when I am more depressed, but it's just a thing. It just, yeah, happens. Um, Only bad thing I feel about binding is that I feel sometimes it makes me a little anxious, I think that's because of breathing, because it compresses the lungs and stuff, and sometimes, mostly at the end of a long day, I can feel more anxious because I'm binding and I have to release things and then feel more at peace with myself. Yeah. And yeah, other than that, I plan on having top surgery this year, maybe on August or September if everything goes right. And then I will not have to bind anymore. I'll not have to press things against my body, and that's going to be such a happy day in my life, because I hate binding, because I can't wear everything with the binder. Some things make the binder show, and it's terrible. I can't wait for the day I am going to be able to wear a dress and bind. And yeah, it's going to happen. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have something to say or some question, leave it on the comments. And have a nice week. Eat your vegetables, everyone. And bye, 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 bye. Binder. Yeah, I'm that silly. Sorry.